Hello and welcome Calculus 2 Spring 2021 students to your orientation video for the semester. My name is Robert DiGiovanni. I'm the instructor for the course, and what I wanted to do in this video is to give you kind of a general overview of the way the course is going to work, what my expectations are, and what you should expect of the class. So let's get into this. First thing, this is the main Northwest Vista main website. If you go into ACES, which I'm assuming you already know how to get into this, go ahead and come in here, go to your courses, and then you'll select, actually you'll select Cal 2. For some reason, it's not showing my Cal 2, but you click on the course, and then it should bring you to our main page. Let me see, make sure I'm looking at the right thing here. So this is our main Canvas page, okay? And this is where all of the communication that we have between each other must be done officially. So the first thing I want to show you is this inbox over here. I'm sure you're familiar with this. We have an inbox. These are the emails that have been sent to you. Blue dot means that you haven't read them. If you want to send me an email or one of your classmates, you go here, pick the course. In this case, it would be this one. Go to instructor or teachers, pick my name, and then you can send me whatever you need to send me here with attachments if need be. Okay, so that's how we communicate in the class. Don't send me an email through Yahoo or Gmail, that I won't get it. So everything has to be officially done here. So let's go back to our main Canvas page. And I'm going to switch to student view so it looks the way it'll look for you. Okay, and so what I'm going to do is just kind of go through how this course works. Let me start with that. Like, what's the general layout of the course? So what we have here on our main page is a schedule. You'll want to download this schedule, probably print it out. Let me open this up. And what it has is a list of the assignments, what they are, and when they're due. So you can see here you've got 2 assignments that are due on the 21st, another one on the 24th, and a couple on the 31st, and so on and so forth. And then you have a couple of exams in here. So the way the class will work is, okay, let's say, well, these first 2 assignments are just, those won't take you long at all. Those are just to make sure that you understand the expectations of the course and then how the system where we do our homework works. So let's just say that you've gotten through that and you're ready to start 3.5, which is the first section, inverse trig functions. Okay, so what do you do? All right, well, you close this out. Let me go back to our home page. First thing you're going to do is you're going to go to what are called the class lecture videos. So you're going to go here. It's going to open up my YouTube channel. It's going to go to a playlist. And you see here I have 3.5 inverse trig functions. And let me kind of pause it here. So what this is a video that I did in a class from the past where I recorded the lecture. So my expectation is for you to watch this whole thing, just as if you were in that class. Now, anything I tell that class as far as a quiz or something like that, just ignore that. You're here just to understand the content. So you've watched this video. Now I understand
highest and lowest points on graphs.
Okay, so I understand it's going to be, I mean, it's a lot of video to watch, okay, an hour, 43 minutes, but this is Cal 2, and the only way to really get a true understanding of the whole, all the concepts together and how they work together is to go through and watch these videos. So you'll watch these videos. I use, you can see I'm writing on the board,
all right,
but I'm also using animation here and working through problems. So it's just like you were in a regular class, okay, except you can't raise your hand, right? So you're gonna watch that video, okay? So, oops. So after you watch that video, then you're gonna go do that, try and do the homework assignment that, oh, wrong one, sorry. You're going to try and do the homework assignment that goes with 3.5. So to do the homework assignment, you have to go to this website called Webassign. And first thing you need to do is enroll in this, but I'm going to assume you can, I'm going to show you how to enroll later. I just want to get to this part to show you the assignment. So it's not going to look like this for you. Let me get to the class here. It's going to look more like this to you. And what you'll see here is your assignments, okay? And then you'll be able to click on 3.5. It'll show up there. It's just the semester hasn't started yet, so it's not going to show it. Then over here, you have an ebook. In case you want to get access to the electronic book, it's here. But really, you'll just want to click on that assignment to try and do the work. So let me show you. I'm going to bring up that assignment just so you can see it. Okay, so here's the assignment. So you have a couple of questions. When you click in the box to put the answer in, it brings up a palette over here that you can put in different symbols. And you're just going to work through these problems. The system will allow you multiple tries to get the answer right. I think it's 5 tries, and if you get it wrong 5 times, it'll generate a new problem and ask you to try again. The idea of the homework is just practice, okay? So most students do very well on this. They can get the answers. But it's really just for you to make sure you understand how to do the problems, all right? So you work through this homework assignment, you submit it by the deadline. In this case, the deadline for that assignment would have been, or is going to be on the 24th. And then you're just gonna work through each of these, right? So you go to the section, watch the video, then go do the homework. Now, if you're doing a homework problem, this is a little bit tricky, okay? So let me try and explain this. It's always have difficulty explaining this to students. So let's just say, for example, we're working on this first problem and we're having problems with it. You watch the video, okay, but you're still having problems on this. What you need to do here is come over to the side here and look at this number here. See that right there, 3.5.01. Okay, 3.5 means it's out of section 3, chapter 3, section 5. The 001 means that's actually similar to the first problem that's in the textbook. So if you actually had the textbook and you open it up to 3.5, this would be very similar to the first problem in 3.5 in the homework assignments here. So why is that important? Well, because back on our Canvas homepage, if I can find it, back on our Canvas homepage, I have what are called homework solution videos for my face-to-face classes. So you click on this, it's gonna bring up a different homework playlist from YouTube. And what this is it's me working out problems from the book. So let me mute myself here. So this first, you can see this first problem here I'm working. See how I'm doing number 1? That number 1 should match up. You know, the numbers might be different, but the main idea of the problem is the same. So this problem number 1 here is like the number 1 that I'm doing in that video. Now, let me show you why that's important, because okay, so let's say you're doing number 7 here. Okay, number 7 here matches up with number 9 from the book. So I would go to that video and I would try and see where I do number 9. If I do I do most of them. Okay, that's number 15. Number 5. I may not actually do number 9. I try and do most of them, but I don't do all of them. So I'd say I do 95% of them. Yeah, so number 15. Let me go back to the so number 15. Yeah, so this first section is not a good example. The rest of the way through, most of them have a matching video, like I said, like 95%. But you need to understand that for each of these problems here, if you match them up to the problems in the book, I have video solutions for that. And so you have this additional resource to get help, all right? So you go through the homework assignment, right? You go through the homework assignment, you complete it, you submit it, and then you move on to the next assignment. So 4-7, you go watch the class video, you go into Webassign, you do the homework. If you have trouble with the homework, you match the problem to the problem in the book, you go watch those videos. And then if you still are needing help, you just reach out to me, okay? You can either come to my office hours or you can contact me on my cell phone, but I'll explain all that in a moment. So that's what you're gonna do. And then there's a couple of exams, this exam 1 and exam 3, you'll do at home. And so those just have due dates. You can start those whenever you want. They are timed, so once you start them, you have to finish them, but you can do them early, all right? Exams 2 and exams 4, those are done Those are done in a live Zoom session, so I'll explain that in a moment. But this is just to give you kind of general overview of the way a course works. You watch videos, you go try and do homework, and then you do exams, right? And I have other video resources out there for you. All right, that's the general feel of the class. So on this main page, we've got the link to Webassign, the schedule, the videos, homework solution videos, and then I have a bunch of older videos. If you want to just go watch a different video from a different semester, you can go watch those too. Let's get to the syllabus. All right, the syllabus has a lot of the little nitpicky details that we need to discuss. So first of all, this class has 2 official meetings for 2 exams, exams 2 and exams 4. Those you must be present for, and you're going to have to get onto Zoom, and that's where you're going to take those exams. You're going to take them live. I'm going to be watching you during the exams. So for exam 2, everyone's going to take that on Friday, March 19th. That's the Friday after spring break. Everyone's got to be there at 9 a.m. It's probably going to take about 4 hours to take the exam. And then your final exam, which is exam 4, I give you 2 different times, but it's the same day. Monday, was that May 10th? You can either take it from 9 to 1, or you can take it from 6 to 10. So let's just try and accommodate people's working schedules there. So you must attend those exams. If you don't attend, you're going to get a 0. And I'm going to explain a little bit more about the details of that exam in a moment. This is just to set in place right now. You need to work your life around those dates and times. Now, again, here's contact information for me. In case you need to get in touch with me or ask me questions, you can text me or call me. That's my cell phone number. If you text me and ask it, make sure you put who you are and what class you're in. So put your name, what class you're in. And let's say you're asking something about a problem you're having trouble with. Just take a picture of the problem and then take a picture of your handwritten work. And what I'll do is I'll look at that, and I have a little pen in my phone here that I can write on your picture, write on your work, and say, oh, look at this step, what happened here or whatever, and I can help you out. So just know that I'm here to help, okay? Even though this is an online course, I'm available to you. Now, you can also meet me on Zoom, okay? On Monday and Wednesday from 11 to 1, or Tuesday, Thursday from 10 to 1. I will be in these Zoom sessions. You just click on those links, make sure you put in the password there, and I should be available to answer questions. So please feel free to join. And, I may have multiple students in there, so you might have to wait a little while, or you can be the only one, who knows? But just be aware that I'm available to you all semester during those times. Now, like I said, you need to go and do your homework online, right? You can watch the YouTube videos anywhere, but to do the homework, you have to go to this thing called Webassign. Now, included in your tuition is you don't have to pay for anything because it's already included in your tuition. So you should just be able to go here, click on that. Where did it go? Why didn't that open? Oh, it did open, I didn't see it. Okay, you go here, and then what you're gonna do is enter a class key. This is the first time. And then the class key is this right here. So just copy that, paste that in here, and then register. Now, when you register, it's going to ask you for your name and different things like that, email address. Make sure you use the official name that's on your Northwest Vista roster. Okay, so if you're going through a divorce or getting married or something, use the name that you registered for the course in here, so that way you match up. And don't use any nicknames or anything like that. Use your official name, please. All right, so you go through and register. Once you register through there, then you should be able to get in and get access to the homework and everything else. Okay, now there is a deadline. You must do that by this date and time, or I'm going to drop you for the class. All right, so you've got to get into Webassign and get yourself registered by Thursday, the 21st at midnight. Now, I showed you in Webassign that there is a book. You don't need to purchase the book because there's an electronic version of the book, but if you want to, for an additional cost, you can go find this book online used or something, and if you want a physical book. But this would just be so you can like flip through the pages and read and stuff like that. Totally up to you. All right, now you also must have a calculator for the class, but there's restrictions. You can't have a computer algebra system calculator. So you can't have a calculator that does factoring and integration and derivatives and all that. So the way to know it, TI-89 is no good. Also, the TI-Nspire CAS is not allowed. But you know, any of the other TIs like 84, 86, those are all okay. If you have any questions about your calculator, please let me know, because during the exam, I won't let you use it if you have a CAS system on it. Okay, so this is the description, objectives, and outcomes of the course. This just describes what Cal 2 is about, so I'll let you read through that. Let's get to the all-important evaluation, the way that the grade is broken down. So all the homework that you do online in Webassign is 10% of your grade. The 2 exams that you do, exams 1 and 3, those that you do on your own time, those are only 10% of your grade. The main chunk of your grade in this class is exams 2 and exams 4. Now it says on campus, but what I mean by that is on Zoom, okay? So you're still gonna be at home, but you're gonna be in a live Zoom session doing these. And they are together 70% of your grade. And that's because I need to make sure it's you that's doing the work, right? And I need to make sure that you're not going and referencing some website to get the answers. I need to make sure you understand how to do the Cal 2. So that's why those are weighted so heavily. The way the course is designed, I've already explained this to you. You're gonna look at your schedule, see what section you need to cover. You're gonna watch the videos. Those are gonna, you know, the lecture videos that I put out there, that's, you know, hours of video you need to watch every week. And then you're gonna try the problems on Webassign. If you have trouble with those, you can look at the homework solution videos. If you have trouble there still, you can go to my office hours. If you still have trouble, you can text me. Okay, and we're just going to crank through the whole semester that way. All right. I already explained exams 1 and 3. Those are going to be done at home. So I'm not going to give you a review for those. You're going to be at home. You're going to have all your resources in front of you, your notes, everything else. So, you know, those you're kind of on your own. All right. But you must finish them by the deadline, and also their time. So as soon as you open them, the clock starts. If you close it, the clock does not stop. So you need to make sure you're able to do those exams in one sitting, all right? Now, exams 2 and 4, those are the important ones. Here's how those are gonna work, okay? And this is where things get a little bit complicated. Let me explain this. So on those 2 dates, okay, on these 2 dates, whichever, I'm not sure what time you'll pick here, but let's just say we're exam 2 Friday, right? March 19th at 9 a.m. Everyone's going to go into a Zoom session, and I will send you the link to that Zoom session, all right? I haven't sent it out yet. Everyone's going to go to the Zoom session. When you get in there, I'm then going to send everybody a copy of the exam electronically. So you're going to bring it up on your computer, and you're going to look at the test, and you're going to write down every problem on a separate piece of paper. You're going to write down all the problems, and give everyone about 10 or 15 minutes to write the problems down. Then I'm going to say, okay, that's it. Time's up. Now you have to turn off your computer. You have to log into Zoom through your phone, okay? And you need to set up your phone camera so I can see you. And what I mean by that is I need it to look something like this picture. I need to be able to see you, okay? So the camera on your phone needs to be backed up a little bit. You need to be able to see you. You need to be able to see your workspace. And you won't be allowed to have a computer, but this just to give you an example that I can see the person, I can see what's in front of them, I can see what's in front of them so they don't have, you know, like some other computer screen in front, right? I need to see your whole workspace, and that's the way you're going to take the entire exam. And you're going to be, you have the problems written down, and you're going to be working on separate paper. You're going to be doing those problems all by hand. Nothing's going to be on the computer. Everything's by hand. So you will do all the problems. And once you're done, you're going to send me a little chat in Zoom and say, hey, I'm done. At that time that you say I'm done, you can log out, turn your phone camera off, and you have 15 minutes to get me your work. And what I mean by that is you have 2 options. You can either scan your work if you have a scanner, scan it, and send it to me. I'm going to send everyone a link to a Dropbox link through email. You'll click on that and you'll upload the file to me. Or you're going to take pictures of each of your pages and then send that to me. Now, when you do this, it's very important that you take all of your work and get it to me electronically through the Dropbox as a single PDF file. And what I mean is you have to somehow condense all those pictures or pages into one file. I will not accept 10 different files. So let me show you what I mean by that by giving you an example of last semester's students. Give me a moment to open this up. Oh. Okay, here's a student that sent me a single file. Okay, so this is a single PDF file, but as you can see, I can see this student's work. Each page is here, right? There's multiple pages here, and I can see it's very clear. It's very nice. It's your responsibility to send me a single file that has all the pages. In this case, it's 5 pages with clear work that I can read. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to get on my computer. I'm going to write on this. I'm going to grade it, and then I'm going to send that back to you. I'm going to send you the graded version of the test. Okay. So I recommend that you figure out how to get multiple pages into a single PDF file well before these exams start. So there's different apps you can get on your phone. I have an Android, so I think what I'm using is something called JPEG to PDF or something like that, and it turns my pictures into a single PDF. So work that out. I'm not going to accept as an excuse on the day of the exam 2 and 4. I'm not going to accept, oh, well, I don't know how to do that. You've got, what, 8 weeks to figure that out before exam 2. So please figure that out, because that's the expectation. If you do not get your work to me in that 15-minute window that I give you at the end, then it's a 0 on the test. And the 0 on this test would make you fail. So I hope that that's clear. If you have any questions, please contact me before the exam. I will also send you a review for exams 2 and 4. I will send you a review. Make sure you do those reviews and understand the concepts. There's a way in Webassign, if you miss one of the homework deadlines, you can request an extension through the system. So you have to wait for the deadline to pass. Then you click on it, it says request extension. It'll give you a 10% penalty, but you know, you can still take it or still do the work. And then that's pretty much it. We have the schedule. Okay, this I already showed you, but it's in the syllabus also. Okay, so let's go back here. We've got the main page. Okay, let's see over here, files. Oh, okay, so on each test, you're allowed to use certain formulas during the test. So for Cal 2, there are a lot of pages that I allow you to use on your test. Everything you see here, you can have during the test, but you must print these out. So if you open up this file, this has got, I think, 6 pages. Print this out, get this done as soon as possible. Okay, get this printed out, then go and get all of these printed out. And then during exams 2 and 4, you will have those sitting there next to you. And what I'll do is I'll ask you on camera to put your formula sheets up to the camera so I can verify that everybody's using the same formula sheets, all right? But be sure you do that before the test. Get those ready. Also within your files is course notes. So when I'm going over in my videos, I'm using some software called Mathematica, where I have all my notes already pre-done. If you want, you can get copies of those notes here, all right, under files. And then what else do we have? Oh, discussion boards. So if you want to communicate with your classmates, you can use the discussion board here. People, if you need to contact one of your classmates, email, if you'll set up study groups or something, you can do that. And then there's also this BrainFuse online tutoring. This is a third-party tutoring service that the college pays for. I believe everybody gets 300 minutes per semester. So if you're really, really struggling with something and you haven't been able to reach out to me or something, and you can go here, they use like online whiteboard and tutor, okay? I've heard different good things and bad things about this, but just realize that's another resource for you. And then at the end of the semester, there will be a survey. Okay, so let me just kind of recap. This is Cal 2, it's online. It's not gonna be any easier than Cal 2 face-to-face would be, trust me on that. My expectations are very high of you, that you're gonna be able to commit the time that's required. I'm asking you to watch a ton of videos. I realize that can be very difficult. So if you feel like this isn't gonna be the fit for you, you need to make that decision soon. But I'm gonna be here. I'm not going to babysit everybody. It's Cal 2. I provided you as much of the resources as I can. I'm always available to you to help, but you have to reach out. I'm not going to be sitting there sending you emails on a weekly basis saying, hey, 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 you know, what's going on? What's going on? So I would recommend that you just try and visit me during the office hours in the first week or two, just to introduce yourself, just to kind of give me a feel for you know, what else you have in your life, what else do you have that you're trying to balance, and you know, try and come up with some way to get to know each other a little better. But I can't really force you to do that. It's an online course, but I'm here for you. If you have any further questions after you watch this video, because I know that there's things that I probably didn't cover, please just reach out to me via email or email through Canvas over here, or just text me or call me. I'm looking forward to a good semester. It's Cal 2. This is a difficult course. You probably know that already. There's a lot of material. It's kind of like a marathon, but it's a sprint marathon. We never slow down, okay? So please go into this with positive attitude and with some eagerness to learn. And I'm looking forward to it. So hopefully it goes well. I'll talk to you soon, hopefully, and have a good rest of your day. Thank you for your time.